Alright, so this morning we've had some news from Japanese yen, Australian dollar, British pound, and these are all of them, and I just added them to the trade finder. What we can do here is, this is the status as of yesterday. I would simply just refresh the entire states and let's see if there's something new. Okay, so there's nothing new for us to head for today, so we're looking at total of 8 currency pairs on my trade finder. Now let's head for let's head for the edge finder. Okay, now the edge finder and my finders are having completely different views on a lot of things right now. He's having bullish views on Swiss franc against Japanese yen. Mine is extremely bearish. Euro New Zealand, it's not here, but he has Australian New Zealand bearish. I don't have that, but the rest things are against the Swiss franc in terms of economic situation. So over here he doesn't have much against the Swiss franc. Matter of fact, he has to buy the Swiss franc here, but it doesn't mean you just dive into the chart and buy. Let's see the current state of the trade of yesterday. Alright, so yesterday I closed the Euro Australian dollar trade myself before it hit stop loss, just before it hit stop loss. Let's take a look at that. So I closed the trade, I think around here or so, yeah. So I closed the trade right around here, this close of candle, and it went forward to hit stop loss, but after hitting stop loss is seemingly moving downwards. But I won't take this trade because I'm not trying to trade under the 15 minutes, though I'm highlighting the zones waiting for it. I'm no longer going to be looking into this trade at all, so I can clear out everything and remove the 15 minutes from my view, including the 1 hour, because I do not go down there. I'm supposed to stop at most at 2 hours and nothing below. But let's look at the trades available. Also, I have the New Zealand Japanese yen still running. Matter of fact, it has reduced the amount of losses I'm going to have a whole lot. So what was the premise around this trade again? Let's do the entire analysis together. The entire analysis is this. So we're going to start from the lowest low we have right here. Now this is a monthly low. Get me red, and we're going to call that month. So we have a monthly low, and we're just going to be looking for where price breaks the formal structure. So this is the formal high that we can find here. There might be other high, but this is the formal high we can find, so let's just take it. This is the formal high, got close above, and this was a monthly situation, right? So between this point, after this high, is there a low? Yes, there is a low. So this is the lowest monthly low. So this is how I draw my pattern entirely. I will aim for this. So this is the next low, and where is the next high after that? This one. So this is how I'll draw my pattern. So I'll just speed it up and we'll catch up when I'm done. Okay, so this is the monthly structure we have here. We have this high, this high, this high, and this high. We have these numerous amounts of low. Now, looking at this April low, you might be saying, oh, we're now in a downtrend, it's broken. No, it's not broken. We didn't close here. Matter of fact, we just grabbed liquidity. You can see how that touch and strong amount of wick we have here. So we just grabbed liquidity, meaning we're most likely, right? We're most likely going up. But if we're going to come down at all, we're going to come down to at most this zone right here. So this will be the only monthly supply zone we have left. This is the only monthly supply zone we have left for demand zone we have left for price to start performing miracles. Trust me, it is going to be a lot for price to come down here, but if price does push down here, then well, we're likely still gonna see uptrends. But if price actually closes below those 2 points and still close below this one, then we're most likely in the game for an uptrend. Now, judging with that look, well, something is wrong with my internet. We're going for the weekly view. On the weekly view, we have the following. Let's see, we have this. So starting from this high, we're looking straight into this low. So I like to use the last leg, which is the last flow. This is the high and this is the low, right? So starting from this high, and we're going to go for the weekly view, going down here. So this is the weekly low, and we're just drawing market structure. We've not even started like doing any attempts to trade. We're just drawing the market structure we see. And then this is the weekly high. So allow me change that to weekly. So with this weekly high, we're going to look, since price broke this point, then obviously this is going to be our weekly low. But something funny is happening right here, right? So this is our weekly low. Just gonna take this, put it here, and turn it red. So this is our weekly low. Now, if this is our weekly low, and if price, right, if price is trying to print towards this monthly supply demand zone, we are looking at a possible retracement. So this is just market structure as usual. So it's going to retrace and move up. This is what we're looking at. And then for the downtrend, we're looking at the direct opposite of that, something like this. If this is what we're looking at right now, then obviously on the lower time frame, right, on the lower time frame, this is what we are then seeing right here. So price comes down, goes up, comes down. It's supposed to come up for a weekly demand zone, weekly supply zone, and then print itself down to the monthly demand zone if price is pushing downwards, right? Now, if price is supposed to push beyond that point on the monthly, then it will close below all of this, and then we'll know we're finally in a complete downtrend with the New Zealand Japanese yen. But for now, we're still in an uptrend on the weekly, and we are looking for a weekly supply zone until the supply zone is met and price starts to push downwards, meaning you start to see that smaller time frame structure here like this. Until we start to see that smaller time frame structure below the weekly time frame, then we can confirm that price is going downwards. Over here we have a weekly supply zone, and this is the clearest supply zone following where price currently is at. With this supply zone, it is paramount you just be very careful with it. So basically what we're saying in all is, on the weekly, we're expecting price to do whatever miracle it's doing and find its way up to this zone. Now this zone is going to determine if the weekly is going to continue a downtrend or it's going to break above and then start an uptrend like this. Until then, we do not know what is happening, but we're just trying to trade price up to this weekly. Now on the daily, this is how I break down my time frame. So on the daily, still following, like I said, the last leg. You see the last leg is this flow down here, and price is trying to complete another one. So following this flow down here, remember New Zealand Japanese yen is bullish on the edge finder. The New Zealand Japanese yen is bullish on the edge finder, and on my own end, I can't even find it here. But if I should take out my filter and focus on everything, I'll see the New Zealand Japanese yen is slightly green also. So we are following that premise and hoping price continues to move upwards. Hence, this is the last daily low. I wanted to take it from this position, but let's just take it from this position quickly because I do not have much time left. Let's just take here. So this is the daily low that we have. I would like to name this daily so I can take it immediately. So I have this daily low. and price moves up. Now you might take this as a structure, but I do not want to take this as a structure simply because I'm taking this as the last low before price met the new low. So obviously this will be my last high also, and all I'm looking for is when price breaks above this. So when price broke above this, this is the low it's created, hence we have this high right here. Now this high only got ticked a little bit right here, just a little bit touch right here. You want to see if it was touched, you just simply use the trend to touch it here, and all you need to do is open up the settings and allow yourself view the stats, right? The stats you just need to check out is percentage change or change in pips, whichever one is fine. So change in pips, it's positive, meaning obviously there was price above that level and it closed above that level at 40 pips. So we then have this high leading to this low. So obviously what we are now looking for is nothing but price printing a new high on the daily time frame. So this is the premise behind my entire trade, and also the same premise is what I am using where I said this is my daily supply zone. So this is my daily, this is the daily demand zone, and if this is the current and only daily demand zone, then on the 4 hours I expect price to do whatever miracle it needs to do, but not go beyond that low. You can see I have raised my stop loss all the way up here simply because price has printed some small amounts of lows and highs and lows and highs, and should I say feelings, but it's supposed to be mechanical. So I'm going to take my price down below this zone. It's supposed to be down here anyway, but down below the zone, which was where I was before, and I'm just trailing price until it goes to the weekly supply zone right here. So on the weekly, remember this is the supply zone we're aiming for. So that might take a long time, it might take a short time, but let's see how it goes. This is how I trade supply and demand alongside market structure, and let's just see how it goes. There are other trades, I would give you updates as they come along. So thank you all for watching, and see you all on another analysis. Peace.